All right, 1,000 Trails.
Here it comes.
What are we gonna do?
Oh man.
Oh geez, what are we gonna do?
Wow. Welcome to our channel, guys. So, my name is Paul.
I'm Cinnamon.
And she's beautiful.
That's Marvin. Oh, you're so cute.
And this is Stella. You
Stella's
can't see her.
off screen, but
she's off screen.
Okay, so in today's video, we're gonna be breaking down kind of why we're looking into a 1,000 Trails membership and what our questions are and what we're doing about it. So, we currently have been on the road for
63 days.
63 days. And it's been going good. We've been, we're kind of in the winter months right now. It's actually March of 2020, the very beginning of March 2020. We started in January.
Yep.
So you don't really have a lot of parks that fill up during the winter months where we are. Now, Florida is another story, but we didn't plan on booking Florida for this winter, so we haven't really had any issues getting into parks or getting reservations or anything like that. Right. However, we do have plans to go to Acadia National Park in the summertime, like August.
End of July, August.
Mostly August, yeah. And we're finding that finding reservations is very difficult. People are booking way in advance. We also have plans to do some wintering in Florida next summer in 2021. And also finding that unless you are a member of something like 1,000 Trails or maybe some other memberships that are out there, getting reservations at like state parks or even sometimes just private parks can be very difficult to do if you're not planning almost a year in advance, which we have not done. And so we started looking a little bit more seriously into the 1,000 Trails membership. Now, we've heard about the 1,000 Trails membership before. We've watched a few videos, but we were kind of far away from it. Yeah, it seemed very confusing and like a lot of information that we just really weren't ready to digest yet because we weren't actually on the road. And so it wasn't really making a lot of sense to us. But now that we're here and we're looking to make reservations at a few places and probably some hot spots, I guess you would call them, during like peak season, we've started looking a little bit more seriously into what 1,000 Trails offers and how it can benefit us. We're finding that it's a pretty good benefit that we are willing to look more deeply into. Yeah.
It seems like they're averaging out to about $3 to $5 a day to be able to spend time in a 1,000 Trails park, which is like some of the best campgrounds out there.
We think. We don't know.
We haven't been to them.
We think, yeah.
Because we're like cut off from that society.
So anyway, we went to the 1,000 Trails website and to get a little bit more information because that's where you go, right? And the only thing that we're seeing really on the 1,000 Trails website right now, again, this is March of 2020. We know that with 1,000 Trails, things change all the time. That's one of the things that can be so confusing. So right now, what they have really on their website is information about their zone passes. So the zone pass is kind of what we're interpreting to be the entry level kind of pass to the 1,000 Trails membership. So there's 5 zones throughout the country, and within each zone there's like different numbers of parks that you can have access to. And essentially you pay your membership fee and then you get to stay at the parks for free, right? You're paying for the membership fee, you're not paying a nightly fee at the different parks. Now there's some restrictions that come along with that. With the zone passes, you only have a 60-day booking window, so you can only book reservations up to 60 days in advance. And you can stay 14 days within the system, and then you have to stay 7 days out of the system. So you can't go from 1,000 Trails Park to 1,000 Trails Park right after another. You have to kind of be out of the system for a little bit and then come back into the system. But you can stay for 14 days at each park. And there's also on the website an additional thing that you can add on called the Trails Collection, which is an additional number of parks that are available to you. Yeah. Now, the 1,000 Trails Collection total has 81 parks. Now, again, if you only invest in one zone, you only get the parks that are in that zone. You can add on other zones, though. You can actually add on all the zones and get
$59 a piece.
Right, and you can get access to all 81 parks within the 1,000 Trails system. And then if you add on the additional Trails Collection
for $299 right now.
For $299 right now is what it's available in beginning of March. You get access to over 100 other parks. So that's a lot of parks in the system that you have access to stay at for free for a nightly fee. So obviously, we have to think through, well, how many of these parks would we stay at? How many nights would that calculate out to? take the fee that we would pay, divide that by the number of parks, and then you come up with a fee that you would average out to, which from some of the math that we were doing would be between $8 to $10 a night.
Yeah.
Which is obviously way better than we've been doing so far. And we've been doing pretty good. We've gotten a bunch of parks for like $15 a night. The most expensive park we stayed at so far was one night at a park in California for $67, and that was an unplanned thing.
Yeah.
So for the most part, what we're seeing is that this would be a really good investment for us. Now, where it gets complicated is that there are upgraded memberships, of course, right?
Yeah.
There's got to be upgrades.
Always upgrades.
Always upgrades. So the upgraded memberships are not actually on the website that we can find. We can't find information about these upgraded memberships on the Thousand Trails website as of right now. What we're kind of inferring from other people's videos is that you kind of sign up for the zone pass. It's kind of like the sweet spot to get in. It's lower price, so it's more attractive for people. And then once you are kind of in the system, then they have an opportunity to kind of upsell you on the back end.
Yeah. Or if you go to I believe that if you go to like an RV show or any kind of whatever, like a place where you're going to find these the Thousand Trails representatives, they'll walk you through the.
So doing more research, we've watched quite a few YouTube videos. We found some YouTube videos from RVDM, the RV Odd Couple, the Getaway Couple, the Gray Adventure. I'll link those below if you want to go watch those videos as well. We've just learned more information after watching these videos. RVDM actually had a representative from a company called Campground Membership Outlet. Her name is Kimberly. They actually interviewed her on the video. And what she does is she is what's called a broker. And she takes people who have Thousand Trails upgraded memberships who are looking to sell them. And she helps match them with people who are looking to buy an upgraded Thousand Trails membership without actually buying it from Thousand Trails directly. So when you buy an upgraded membership from Thousand Trails, it's a lifetime membership. So you pay one kind of big fee for the lifetime membership, and then every year you pay dues. So sometimes these people, purchase these memberships and then they stopped traveling like a lot, and so they don't need the membership anymore, and so they're looking to sell it to another party. So how that would benefit us is it would probably save us on the front end from having to pay the larger membership fee that we would pay if we bought directly from Thousand Trails. And we could buy something from somebody who's looking to sell their membership. So we could get it for a lower price and still get the benefits of the membership. Now, there's a whole bunch of complicated stuff that we won't go into in this video about what all the memberships offer and what they don't offer and what they do offer and how they're similar and restrictions and add-ons and all this stuff, right? There's a lot of things that kind of make this more complicated than it probably really needs to be. But the biggest thing that we're trying to decide, because in the upgraded memberships, this is the big difference between this and the Zone Pass, is that on the Elite membership, the full Elite membership, you get access to all 81 parks. You can stay in each park for 21 days as opposed to 14.
Yeah.
And you can go park to park. Yeah. So there's no out of system time that you need to spend. You can just go from park to park within the system and never actually leave the Thousand Trails system. Now, we're in the process of trying to decide how important that is to us. Like, do we really care about the fact that we couldn't go from park to park, that we would need to spend 7 days out of the system? Because, we will be staying at probably some military camps. We'll be staying at Corps of Engineers parks, which we really like. And we'll probably be staying at some state parks and national parks during our time.
I think the only time that would be an issue is, or would or would not be an issue, is if in a place like Florida, where there's a lot of parks that you can go into in that one area.
Right.
And when you go out of the park for that 7 days,
you're
going to be paying a lot of money.
Yeah, you might be
$700 a week.
Maybe. Like
I've seen some for
a day.
$800, whatever dollars a week, and that could be
Really
a budget killer.
Yeah. So that's our big question is, do we invest in a zone pass and maybe even buy multiple zones and kind of invest in the lower price? That would just so you know what we calculated it out to be, it would be around $900 to $1,000 to invest in that right now. A zone pass plus the trails collection. And then not really worry about the going park to park. Or do we look into getting a resale upgraded membership where we can go 21 days park to park? Do we do that now instead?
We're not super sure how much those cost right now.
Right.
We're looking at anywhere from like what, $2,500.
No, it was like $3,800 to $4,200.
Oh, okay. For like that's for the big membership that you can stay 21 days, go park to park. And it's a membership.
Lifetime membership, and then you would pay dues. So obviously it would be a bigger upfront cost to us now. We would be more motivated, obviously, to stay at Thousand Trails parks, obviously, because the more parks you stay out, the lower your nightly rate would be. I mean, your rate is always free to stay there, but if you're calculating it based on the investment that you already invested, every time you stay there, that number goes down, right? Math. So that's our big question right now. So we do have an email out currently to Kim at the campground membership outlet to see if she can help us with making a decision. And if you have any experience with this, if you have a Thousand Trails membership, or if you've maybe invested in the Zone Pass and it's worked out great for you, or if you've invested in the Zone Pass and upgraded, or maybe why you didn't invest in the Zone Pass, like just tell us whatever information you have. We would love to hear from you and your experience on the Thousand Trails membership options, and maybe tell us some of your favorite Thousand Trails parks that you've stayed at, or maybe some of your not favorite Thousand Trails parks. We would love to hear anything that you have information-wise about the Thousand Trails system.
Yes. Sharing is caring.
Yeah. So that's where we're at right now. Again, this is beginning of March. I'm sure we will be investing in one of these soon. So we will do a follow-up video letting you know which one we invested in, which one we ultimately decided on, and why. And then after it's been maybe 6 months or 8 months of us using it, we will do another follow-up video sharing about what our experience has been and kind of the overall savings that we've had, and then we can share with you what our favorite parks are.
All the numbers. We'll give you all the numbers.
I like the numbers.
She will give you all the numbers.
I like spreadsheets. It's super fun. So that's where we're at. Again, let us know in the comments below your experience with Thousand Trails. And if you like this video or you want to see the follow-up videos, make sure you like this video, give it a thumbs up, make sure you hit subscribe, and even hit the notification bell if you want to get fully notified every time we upload a new video, which should be every Sunday. Yeah.
Awesome.
All right. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. Get out of the way, Marvin. Sit. Sit. Marvin, down.
Sit. Lay down.
Good.
Okay. Here, just come here.
Go sit somewhere else, Marvin. No, not your turn. Not your turn. Sit.
Okay.
Oh boy, this is fun. She's the mic operator. What's that called? The
boom.
The grip.
The grip.
Stella's the grip. Good job, Stella. No booms in our... Okay. I'm sorry. I want to start with apologizing.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Get on with it.
Okay.